Overton, the Quilt Rambler, and I've been invited to share my sewing space with you. I simply call it the Quilt Rambler Studio. So let's take a look around. This is my living room. We learned after Hurricane Harvey that living rooms were overrated, so we moved the long arm in here. I have been a long arm quilter since 2003 and have quilted multiple quilts for customers. I've recently refocused my business as I became a pattern designer with Island Boutiques, as well as certified with Deb Tucker Studio 180 Design Tools. So I now travel to teach, and this is a quilt I'll be teaching on Stitchin Heaven's Quilting Cruise. I travel to teach, and when I do, I have all of my projects in individual boxes. This is what I call a workshop or a class in a box. These boxes are also very versatile for you to use to keep up with your projects that you're sewing on. These are the quilts that I usually take with me on a trunk show. And basically this is all I do in this room. My studio is in the other room. Now I want to show that to you because that's really the sewing space. Now as I mentioned, I do travel to teach. But in addition, I have a classroom. So you're welcome to come join me in my classroom. This is the Quilt Rambler classroom. I call my workshops here landlocked quilting cruises. I have a setup for 6 students. Everyone has their own sewing machine, their own daylight lights, comfortable chairs, and of course they're colorful too because I kind of like an island atmosphere. This is the cutting station that I use, and I want to share a quick tip with you about storing your tools. This is simply a scrapbook tote that has file folders in it, and I can put all of my tools in here. I can have them within reach. Also, when I'm working, it's nice to have my tools so that I can get to them easily. One of my favorite things in this room is the design wall. Now, actually behind this wall is another one of the shelves like we saw in the long arm room. I can remove them, and behind them are totes full of my stash, current projects, things that I just want to kind of keep out of the way to have more of a nicer atmosphere when we're working in here. We can walk around the room, and again, you can see that I do like a tropical decor. These are some of the quilts that I've made. I have multiple design walls. What's fun about this is when I'm the only one here and I'm working on several projects, I have a lot of room to be very creative. When I have students here, they all have their own design wall. Now this is the ironing station, and as I mentioned, we do also do t-shirt quilts, so I have a professional heat press so that we can operate that. But this is the ironing station here, and I love the fact that I have the wool pressing mats. They're really, really nice. I recommend them highly. And this is my favorite iron. Now, this is my public area. Let me show you what I call my space. This is the upper studio. In here I have my computer where I'm doing my bookkeeping because I am a business, and where I do my pattern design. Now frankly, I'm kind of old-fashioned and I still design using graph paper and a pencil, and then I take it to the computer. But this right here, this is my own little corner in my own big room. When I am here creating a quilt, in my sewing space with my machine, my lights, my threads, my music going, whatever, I'm in a happy place. And yes, I'm kind of crazy with the island decor, but that's what makes me happy. The bright colors, the island colors, and just being able to sew and share things. Now, as a rambler, you can imagine I do have a blog. thequiltrambler.com is my website, and that's how you can access my blog. I'm all over social media. I love nothing better than show and tell. Not just my show and tell. I want to see what you're working on. So I hope you'll follow me across social media, and we can exchange photos and ideas and fun things. And if you happen to be a part of a guild and you need a guild speaker, well, you know who to call, because I definitely can ramble with the best of them. So thank you for visiting with me in my sewing space here at the Quilt Rambler Studio, and I hope to see you soon. This is Karen Overton, the Quilt Rambler, wishing you a very happy day.